For most of my life, I thought being nice meant I was a good person. I used to say yes to everything, even if I didn't want to. I used to seek approval, validation, and the idea that I was a nice person. In reality, it just left me feeling used, dishonest, and not 100% of myself. For real, I think I was just being nice to avoid conflict. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna just tell y'all on why I stopped being nice and why being nice is holding you back from being the person you need to be. I know it's probably gonna be hard to get used to this just because when we grew up, they always used to tell us, be nice to everyone. But at the end of the day, I don't think that's something you should be doing. You should move different, but still be the same person you are, but just move at a different, what word can I say? Basically, I'm explaining to you. Basically, I'm gonna explain to you why it's like bad. Well, not as bad. The negative effects of being nice. So being too nice isn't actually about kindness. It's about avoiding conflict, waiting for approval, and being afraid of rejection. So instead, what it really say about yourself is you stay quiet, you agree to what you do not mean, and you put people first even when it hurts you. That's not kindness. That's kind of self abandonment. Here's a hard truth: people treat you based on what you allow. If you never say no, they will never stop asking. If you never push back, they won't think you need to respect your limits. It's not always that people are evil. Sometimes they are, but it's just about that you don't have boundaries and people are overstepping those boundaries. And once that pattern is set, it's hard to break unless you change. And basically, with feeling nice, a lot of times you might feel used. Sometimes you are, but sometimes you're not. But with being used, what it really hits is that you start to feel resentment, you start to feel invisible, and overall, you start feeling exhausted for showing up for people all the time. You give so much to people, and you get so little back, and that kind of can backfire towards you. And it's not because you're weak; it's just because you keep ignoring your own needs. Here's some things I wish I knew earlier before I went through everything like this, but not everyone deserves your full energy. Like I know you like being helpful. I know you like looking out for everyone, but a lot of times you be giving out a lot of energy. Like just think about it. Just think of yourself as a battery. You got a full battery and it's 100%. You give 25% of that to someone else. Now you're at 75%. And they might have been at 50% or 75% or 100, and they just added all that to themselves. And now you don't have that, and now you need to try to get that energy back, but sometimes you can't even get it back. And one thing you should learn is to say no. No is a complete sentence. I know sometimes you think if I say no, what their next response might be, but they shouldn't have another response for you after you say no. Just because you saying no is basically the easiest way you can go about things. You don't have to explain the reason you said no. You don't even have to explain why you don't want to do it. Don't overthink it. That's a lot of, like I said, when you're if you're contemplating saying no, you more than likely should say no. But not even that, you shouldn't feel bad about saying no, basically. And at the end of the day, sometimes I know people might dislike you for saying no, but sometimes that gotta happen for self respect. If somebody doesn't like you anymore just because you told them no to something, and maybe you said yes to something all the time, it was in exchange for self respect. Don't feel too bad about it. And overall, I just want to let you know this. Just because I'm saying don't be nice doesn't mean I'm saying be a bad person. So take that's very important. Just because I'm saying don't be nice is not saying don't be a kind person. It's basically just I want y'all to pivot into something else. It's something I kind of made up, but pivot into being kind, genuine, and intentional. If you want to remember this easily, just call it KGI. It's something I made up recently. I wouldn't say recently. I made it up probably like a month or so ago. But basically, I just want y'all to understand you don't need to be cold. You just need to stop abandoning yourself for others. That's basically for others to be comfortable. Like, don't abandon none of your respect or anything to make someone else feel comfortable. But overall, I'm about to switch over to the pivot on which I switched to. So instead of being nice, just move with kindness, be genuine, and have good intentions. So being kind, it means you're caring about people without bending yourself. You're helping others when it's reasonable and not at your own expense. You can say no without feeling guilt. You feel me? And basically, you're not seeking approval. Like everything you do, you're just not seeking approval for it. Also, so let's switch to the next part of KGI. So the G is genuine. So being real instead of performing. You say what you actually think respectfully. Of course, like you don't hold anybody feelings at like basically you be respectful, but you be genuine at the same time. You keep it real with them. That's all it's about. You don't fake the agreement. You don't fake the agreement to avoid conflict. So no matter the outcome on how you feel, you're gonna say it even if conflict comes with it. Because at the end of the day, if y'all really have great communication skills, with that, if that person is like got great communication skills, all would be understood. And the main thing is your personality isn't filtered to please everyone. I hope y'all know this. Like the sooner we all understand that we can't please everyone, the sooner you'll be like you'll just let go of a lot of things. Like we can't please everything. We can't control how people feel about us. We can't control how they think about us. And the sooner we understand this, the less stress that is going to be on your mind when you make decisions. All right, let's move to the next part. Next part is going to be intentions. Choose your actions instead of reacting automatically. Don't say yes out of habit or pressure. If someone asks you to do something, if someone asks you something, you don't have to respond right away, even if they want to answer right away. You have the ability to be like, hey, I think I need time to think about that. Can I get back to you? Or just take 5, 10 seconds to think about it and do whatever you feel like you want to. And main thing you should be doing, if when it comes to being nice, ask yourself, do I actually want to do this? Is this something I really want to do? If you don't feel that way, then don't do it. But if you do want to do that, do it. The main difference is being nice, you're being automatic. You're seeking approval and you're self-sacrificing. With the new method KGI, kindness, genuine intentions, you're conscious, you're honest, and you're self-respecting yourself. Old mindset, seeking validation. New mindset, respecting myself and others. All right, but overall, after realization, I just noticed that being nice got me approval. By shifting this to being kind and genuine and intentional, I keep my self-respect. I realize people who matter don't need me to shrink myself to be comfortable and around them. So overall, I hope y'all enjoyed this. I got y'all 2 videos today, and I got some news for y'all. I figured out a schedule. I'm be uploading 3 videos each week from now on. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped y'all. If y'all have any questions or need to go over everything, feel free to comment down below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, please, guys. We really need it. It motivates me to come back, but even without that motivation, I'm disciplined to come back each week. Hope you guys have a blessed day. You're rocking with Super. You already know what it is. Same message, new video. Let's get it.